You left me last time just as I'd moored up on Coal Pit Lane. The plan was to stay there for a couple of days, then continue down into Middlewich, turn left and head towards Anderton. But yet again, plans changed. I'd arranged to have some work done on Rincewind, and I'd just been told by the guys who were doing it that they could do it next week. So I had to spin round at King's Lock, head back up the locks and make my way back to Barbridge. I've just walked ahead to the lock. I was about to leave and I could see a boat come in, and I thought, if I untie now, it's like I'm rushing to get in front of them. So it was a single lady by herself. So I thought I'll walk up and do the lock. She pulled in because there was a hire boat which she thought was waiting for the lock. They weren't. She has got well and truly stuck. We can't get her off. Her rudder is buried in the silt. She can't even move the tiller. So I'm now going to get my boat to come past her and see if I can pull her off. So I've just been, myself and the guy off the hire boat with barge poles trying to push, but it's not having it at all. So I say I'm going to go now. I've just said if I get my boat and come past and pull her off, that might be the best way. So let's see what happens here. Well, I managed to get untied, but I struggled to get off the bank as well. It's very shallow, by which time the lady ahead of me had managed to get off. So I came around the corner to the lock. She's tied up. There's another boat coming up, but she's just come and said to me, seeing as she's tied up, I've got to go. Once this boat comes out, she said, you go straight in first. Because she said it's pointless her untying, then me tying up. So I'll go in. I've told her that once I get out, I will tie up and come back and help her through the lock. See, it's all teamwork on the canals, isn't it? The boating community coming together to help each other again. So this lovely lady is now doing the lock for me, and like I said, I'm going to go down, tie up, come back, and I've told her that I will then do the lock for her, and then she can go past me and carry on, and then nobody's pushed in front of anybody. Like I just said to her, always take the help, and she agreed with me. Always take help, and I always offer help. That's what it's all about. Once in Middlewich, I was surprised who I bumped into. Here's Andy from Canals and Capers, being his usual daft self. And here's the wonderful Wendy and Darren from A Love, Life and Triumph. I'm having some work done this week, and the guy can fit me in and do the work at Barbridge. So I've got a wind at moorings lock just ahead of me. Turn round and come back again. My sister and brother-in-law arrived yesterday, and their family have arrived. So I've got my nephew, my niece, my nephew's wife, and my great nephew. So they're doing the lock for us. So little Felix wants to be on camera, so I'll try and get Felix when I get a bit closer. Go on, Felix. Gonna help me do this lock, Felix? Yeah. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna push the gates open for me? Yeah. Yeah. Do you like it on a boat? Are you going for a cruise with Grandma? Can't speak. Right, we'll see you up there then. Okay. Go steady, get ready to pull that gate with Grandma. So when will I see you again?
Sing it.
Yeah. When will I see you again?
Actually, don't sing it.
What you've got to say is what answer. Who normally sings that, Phil? And you say whoever it is. Shall we leave it to them?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where we're going. Oh, we're going to go up to the Lynn, aren't we? After the Lynn, then there's 4 counties. I don't know.
It's been short and sweet.
Yeah. You're all leaving us.
I know. Only because of this work. Saying bye to another. Well, no, we'll see you at the lock.
It's Rincewind number 2.
Yeah. Cheers. Bye. See you later, Alex. See you later. Is Felix going to steer?
let's make a movie.
Once I reached Barbridge, I moored up just round the corner from the junction. The work was being done in a couple of days. The following day, my sister and brother-in-law arrived in Barbridge as well. So of course, we had to go to the old Barbridge Inn for a nice lunch and a couple of drinks. Well, it would be rude not to, wouldn't it? Morning. I'm having some electrical work done today on the boat. So I'm having a solar dump installed. So basically, when it's sunny and the batteries are full, it then turns the immersion on. So I should have hot water for free. What else is he doing? I'm having extra sockets put on the boat because there is this distinct lack of sockets on this boat, and I've got extension cables in places. I just don't like extension cables. I never have. So I'm having new sockets put on. I'm having what they call a heat mister put on, so I can turn on my heating when I'm away from the boat. And he's also fitting something to the alternator. So hopefully this charging issue that I've been having, where it takes forever to charge with the engine running, hopefully that should get sorted. So I was under this bridge here. So I've just had to reverse back to his space here. I don't know if it's going to take 1 or 2 days, so I'm here. So yet again, I've come back to Barbridge, which is why I'm back at Barbridge. But hopefully get this done, and then I can, I know I keep saying this, but hopefully I can then get on the move and start going somewhere. I'll go in a little bit further, should I say, rather than just up and down between Aldlam and Middlewich. The heavens have just absolutely opened. Thankfully, as I moved the boat, it stopped, but it's looking very black. If I go spin round that way, oh, it's looking very black over there. So hopefully this is going to sort some of my electrical issues out. Fingers crossed.
That's the end of that. Yes, need to get some clipping going on.
That's fine. George then started fitting the Arco Zeus regulator to the alternator. He took the alternator off and into his workshop to make some modifications and then fitted the Arco Zeus. What is this then, George, please?
Right, so this is a Arco Zeus regulator. What it does is it controls the domestic alternator, and it also communicates with the Servo GX. Right. So it all works in harmony with each other, stopping the alternator from overheating and controlling charge limits and voltages and stuff, and giving you lots of information about the alternator on your servo.
Marvellous. George then started working in the electrical cupboard to fit a solar dump to give me free hot water during the summer, and also to fit a consumer unit on the 230 side of my electrical system, as there were bare wires inside the cupboard. So what are we doing here, George?
So at the moment I'm stuck inside this tiny little cupboard where it's very, very tight and not much room. Just rewiring a few bits on the inverter charger, and adding a solar dump to the boat, so when the batteries are full it gives us some hot water as well.
Okay. And a fuse board as well, isn't
yeah,
it?
So what we found on this is that if you look here, I won't touch it even though I know it's dead, but this is all live 230 volts with absolutely no protection. This side is 12 volts DC and this side here is 230 volts AC, which is if you were to touch that there, you'd probably get a nasty shock on it.
Okay.
So we're going to replace that with a consumer unit, which I'm probably going to put here, but it's all enclosed.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Brilliant, thank you. I'd like to say a massive thank you to George and Julian for the work that they carried out on my boat. They really are very professional, and it's certainly made life easier for me on the boat. The next part of this video is again to do with power, but this time portable power, thanks to Aferiy and the P280 that they gifted me. As you probably know, I live full-time aboard my narrowboat home, Rincewind. One of my biggest issues is power and energy consumption. I have been struggling at times because I am quite, I'd say I'm quite power hungry. Well, I could have found a solution to this with the help of Aferiy. So Aferiy have donated me their latest P280 and asked me to try it out and give my verdict on it. So this part of the video is just my opinion of what I think of the Aferiy P280. Hopefully it's going to help me out a lot, especially in the winter. So this is the actual Aferiy unit, the P280. So we'll start on this side, and we've got the overload protection switch here. Then under this flap, we've got the mains input there, and these two here for connect to solar panels, because this can charge by solar as well. And round at the front, we've got the DC switch, which turns on the cigarette lighter, the two 12-volt sockets, and another 12-volt socket there, all hidden nicely under covers. So if we turn the unit on, that's press and hold this. There we go. So that is telling me that I've got 65% of battery left. And at the minute, if I just leave it like that, it'll stay on for 99 hours. But there's nothing being used because nothing's plugged in yet. Down at the bottom here are all the USB sockets. So we have two standard USBs, and then these four are USB-Cs. But I like the fact that we've got two here that are 140 watts rather than your normal 20 watts. So they're like fast charging ones. So to turn the USBs on is just one press of that button. And you can see the little USB light has come on there to say the USB sockets are on. Same if I turn the DC on here. Press that, and that shows that's the cigarette lighter, the two 12 volts there, and that represents that 12 volt under there. On the front of the panel, we also have a light. So if I press and hold that, there we go, we have a static light that just stays on. If I press it again, it goes to flashing mode. So that's SOS mode. And as you can see, that is using 1 watt of power. So we'll turn that off. There we go. Round on this side, we have the AC outlets. So we've got 3 AC outlets, which is very good. Now to turn those on is one press of this button here. And if we go back to the front, you just heard a click, and it tells us here that the AC is now turned on. And it's just sorting itself out. So we've got 55 hours remaining, but there's nothing plugged in as yet. So this unit has a capacity of 2048 watt hours. But by extending here, you can add up to 4 extra batteries, giving you a total of 10,240 watt hours. That is absolutely huge. In the little carry bag here, you've very neatly got your charge lead and then your leads here. So that's the charge lead. And then the lead here to connect the solar panels. Now I haven't got solar panels, so I won't be using those just yet, but I may buy a solar panel later. So now I've just plugged my tower fan into the unit. So I'm going to turn the fan on, like so. You can hear it come on.
Thanks for the feedback.
It's telling us that it's using 33 watts of power. So this fan should run for another 20 hours at this rate. We still have 65% of battery left. One of the features that I really like about the Aferiy P280 is its sturdy handles. It really has got proper sturdy handles. Some of the units have always felt a bit flimsy, but this is very good. Now I'm not saying this unit is light because it's 21.6 kilograms. So it's certainly not, you certainly wouldn't want to take it everywhere, but it is portable, which is what it says it is. But I've managed to lift it up onto this table okay, and I'll be carrying it outside later for the barbecue. Now one of the things that I want to use this unit for is, like I said, I'm very power hungry and I like my gadgets in the kitchen. So I have a bean to cup coffee machine because I just love my proper coffee, and I also have an air fryer. So I'm going to plug the Aferiy into those two units and see how it copes with those. There's an app for the Aferiy unit which I found really helpful, because what you can do, you can see how much charge is going in, what's going out. But one of the big things with the Aferiy P280 is the speed in which it charges. One of the features on the app is the fact that you can alter the actual input of the charge going into the unit. So currently it's set at 1,800 watts, which is quite high to be honest, so it should charge very quickly. Now there are 6 settings, because any other unit that I've had in the past has been maximum charge of 600 watts. Well, the Aferiy, you can have 600, 900, 1200, 1500 or 1800 watts. I will probably set mine to maybe 900 watts. Like I say, in the past I've had a unit and I could only charge at 600 watts, that was it. You couldn't change it, that was maximum. This unit, maximum is 1800. So what I will do is, when I'm cruising, I'll be using the engine alternator to put charge into my leisure batteries, which in turn, through the inverter, I'll plug this unit into my 230 socket and I'll charge this up that way. So yeah, I think that's quite a helpful thing. I think 1800 is too much for me personally on the boat, because I'll probably end up maybe tripping the inverter. I don't know, it depends what else is on at the same time. But if I drop it to 900, it should be perfect for me. So I'm going to try the Aferiy with my air fryer now. I've got the barbecue going over there. So I'll plug the air fryer in. I'm going to turn the unit on. So it says we have 45% worth of battery left, 99 hours. But now I'm going to turn the air fryer on and see what that does. So let's turn the AC sockets on. There we go, there's the click. Air fryer's coming on. Turn it on, and let's put it on to preheat. Right, it's preheating. So the air fryer is drawing approximately 1,430 watts. So if I keep this running, we should have 33 minutes of run time left. So I'm going to let this get warm, and then I've got some potatoes that I've made with some spices on to go in here. As you can see, it's so sunny today that the reflection is just coming back off the screen. But you can see that 1,390 watts are being used, and at 44% we've got 33 minutes of runtime left. So we've been going 20 minutes and you can't see this, the reflection, but it's dropped down to 40%. So we're doing okay, and I say that's 1,373 watts now. 30 minutes of operational time left. So there you go, that should be the potatoes cooked. So let's have a look. Beautiful. Don't know if you can see those or not. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. So, what a machine this is. I love it. Turn the power off, so we're down to 36%. Well, good morning. It's the next day now, and I've just got up, hence the bed head joke. So, one thing I don't need my Aferiy for is a hairdryer, but I do love my coffee machine. I'm just going to try the coffee machine plugged into the Aferiy and see how it copes with that. So I'm going to turn the unit on, I'm going to turn the camera round. So let's turn the unit on and see what percentage we've got left. 30% left. So here's my coffee machine, which I'm going to turn on. Oh, it would help if I turned the AC unit power on, wouldn't it? Which is there. There's the click, we've heard it come in. And we've got the symbol to say that the AC is now switched on. So now the coffee machine can go on. And you'll see it's drawing 1,340 watts at the moment. Roughly. Coffee machine's just heating up. It'll just do a little flush cycle. So there we go, it dropped down 1%. And it's just settling itself down. So at the minute it's on its idle stage, the coffee machine. It's not really doing much. But yeah, I'm going to get my milk and I'll make my cappuccino. Just grab my cup. So as you can see, we're on 29%, and I'm going to make my cappuccino. The cappuccino preparation underway. As it does different things, the wattage fluctuates. So the first thing it did was grind the beans, now it's putting the milk in, and now it'll put the coffee in. So this will... There we go. There's the coffee going in, and what we're doing on the wattage. Again, it just fluctuates up and down. You've got to bear in mind the coffee machine it's heating the water, and it has a big piston inside that's compressing the coffee. So that's the coffee done nearly. And there you go, that should settle down now. Give it a minute to settle. So we've gone to 27%. I think did we say we started at 30? So it's used 3% to make me a coffee. Now I have 2 coffees a day now. Taking that power out of my leisure batteries is actually quite a lot. But thanks to the Aferiy, I can reserve my leisure batteries. And I say especially in winter when I was running the engine an awful lot, and running an engine in just tick over or idle, doesn't particularly do it any good. So yeah, thank you Aferiy for supplying the P280. Well, that's the end of the review for the Aferiy P280 and also the end of this video. But I'm going to put some links into the video description with some discount codes on. There's actually 3 discount codes. There's one for the unit, the same as I have, which you can see is just here, charging my laptop so I can work outside. There's also one for the unit with the extra battery that I mentioned. And there is also a discount code if you wanted to buy the solar panel as well. So I'll put the links into the video description. But once again, thank you so much Aferiy. I've really enjoyed working with you and using this unit. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to comment. I love reading your comments and I reply to everybody. In the meantime, stay safe everybody. Try and stay cool because it's absolutely roasting today, hence why I'm not sat on the boat. I'm outside in the shade and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.